think of minor tunes, I think of hard bop players like Horace Silver, Wynton Kelly, Sonny Clark. And when you listen to those players, they make use of a lot of blues phrasing. It's like literally the perfect place to play blues phrases. But also you want to practice your 2-5 phrasing. And the phrases that I've included in this video are phrases that are inspired by licks that I've transcribed from the hard bop players that I mentioned. I mean, the first thing that I do when I have a tune, I first listen to my favorite recordings of the song, learn the melody, harmonize the melody, etc. But for me, the most fun part is improvising over it. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, the best way to learn improvisation I've learned is to transcribe and to take what you've transcribed and apply it in every other key in the Western harmony system. Like, honestly, it's like that's the best thing that you want to do. So over time, I learned to transcribe as much as possible. Take what I've transcribed, I play through all keys, full solos or just sections that you love of the solos. So the lines that I'm going to be sharing in this video are lines that are inspired by transcribed material. Of course, we want to look at the minor 2-5-1. That's really what we want to target, especially the 5 going into the 1. So in the case of D minor, which is what Beautiful Love is in, we're going to have an E half diminished, and then we have A7, and then D minor 7. Here's the first line. Over the years, what I've done is I've just collected phrases from just some of my favorite players. And in doing so, you slowly, learn to be able to create your own phrasing and connect everything, the way that you want to. But the first thing I always did is if I had a phrase like this, take it to another key. Let's say I go down a whole tone, so I'll go to the key of C minor, maybe I go down another tone to B flat minor, take those phrases once I've practiced them and see how I can incorporate them in my own creative improvisation, which I'll do a little later. But here's the second phrase. So we have a nice blues phrase here, and then we have an outlining of the minor 9 chord 1. Here's the blues scale first of all. Third one, I'm mixing both outlining of harmony as well as blues. But I just really love the sound of it. Plus the piano has so much range. It's like, might as well make use of these stacked octaves. As a piano player, I love to do that. Really simple when I talk about it, but the work really comes in where when you take the phrase, you put it in other keys and you apply it. But initially what I would do is I would take, let's say I'm working on Beautiful Love, I would target those minor 2-5 sections. So we have a minor 2-5 at the beginning of the tune, and then we have a 5-1, which does B flat 7 into A7 into the 1. Can also be a section where you use a 2-5-1 phrasing. Phrase 1 again. Maybe I'll do it again here. phrase 3, let's try phrase number 3. So it really sort of becomes like a game where you can hear, where these phrases can fit into the song. And depending on the song that you play is also going to, be dependent on what you play where. And that's the beauty of it, is that now you start to begin to transform the phrase. And then it's no longer just a phrase that existed over a 2/5, but maybe you may play it over, it even works over this section here, this part. We have a B flat 7 going to A7 in this part. This B flat 7, this phrase can work perfectly fine as well here. But these 3 licks are really just a place for you to start, start somewhere. And the third one, and you'll also find that some of the stuff that you already have, you use in between working through new phrases that you come across. So if you want to check out these phrases, check them out in the description below, and I wish you well with your practice.